Today, I'm gonna build working LEGO hologram displays that you can use on almost any device. The reason I wanted to do this is because I saw one of those prism holograms, which is basically just a couple of reflective surfaces of clear plastic, and then when you put it on top of a screen that's displaying something already, it becomes a hologram. And so I thought, wait a minute, LEGO makes clear plastic pieces, and I got an idea that might actually work. So first off, we're gonna need some clear pieces. I personally like these pieces because they are like 6x5, so they're pretty large, and there's not a lot of lines that go across them. If we just attach a couple of these together, we take our phone. As you can see, if we put this right here, we have a floating hologram. And as you can see, it's not there, but it looks like it is. We can make this into whatever we really want, but as you can see, it looks like it's there. Now to make these, it's actually really easy. So I've opened up Bricklink Studio here on my computer. It's a free 3D modeling program that allows you to build whatever you want, and then you can rotate around it. It's super easy. We just go up here, preferences, and then change the background color to black. I'm also gonna go up here to view and hit hide ground. And then we can screen record our computer and use whatever we build on the computer as our LEGO hologram. This is gonna be really cool when it's all finished because we can take whatever build we have in LEGO and then rotate it. All you gotta do is send it to your phone and then put it on a hologram. So that was just a prototype, but I have a couple ideas for holographic displays we can actually build. For the first idea, I built up this prototype using 4 sides. This is kind of like the prism. The reason they have 4 sides has nothing to do with how the hologram is actually formed. It's just so that you can look around it and it'll look 3D from every angle. My first idea is we can make the same thing happen if we just take one of these on each side, and then we just fit 4 of these together in a prism shape, and we can put it over our iPad or our phone and get the same exact hologram. That looks about right. So if we build 3 of these then, the prototype with the pixel joints was really bad, so that's why we're gonna try a different method for angling these. All we gotta do is create a top square that will basically hold these together, and then we'll just hinge them using these little pieces in here that snap in. This will enable us to actually get the correct angle. So for the top, we're gonna use a couple Technic pieces to build a square frame, and then we're just gonna snap this into the middle. In here, we have some of these pieces, which are perfect because they are simply a corner piece, and that should work good. I'm also going to grab some of these pieces to connect them, and then some of these pieces to connect those. And that should honestly work fine. Okay, so now we just gotta make a corner piece, so we'll grab this. That should be fine. And then we just attach these like so. That holds those together. We just need to build a couple more corners. Okay, and now we have our upside down pyramid. Theoretically, if we put this on our screen, we should be able to see it. I basically just took the TD Bricks one, and I put it like this. Okay. Nice. You can see the hologram. That is so cool. All you gotta do is set it on here and then scale this up a bit so that the feet are at the very edge of it. There we have our hologram. Okay, this actually works. This one's pretty cool. It's a little flimsy, but it works as like a portable one. It's kind of like still a prototype. It also works through the sides. It's just there's gaps in the middle, so you can't really see. Also, I figured out if you put a black backdrop behind it for more contrast, that really helps because you can actually see whatever it is better. With these holograms, the thing that doesn't reflect is black, because black isn't light, right? So anything over a black backdrop should theoretically become the hologram. Also, I built a micro one, this one right here, which kind of works, but isn't really ideal because it's made of like tinier pieces. It's just not great, but it sort of works. There's a micro one. This one works the best, and the other ones work okay, but like, why would you want one this small? You know, you're not gonna be able to see the hologram. So instead of doing this, let's make one for your iPhone that can fold up and actually make it out of a larger window like this, so it'll be way easier to use and more portable. Now we have a good sized screen, and I want you to notice that there's like a concave size on some of these pieces, and I'm putting that towards the screen so that when we do flip it up, it'll actually look good. Now what we need to do is just create a simple thing that clips around the side of our phone. Are you kidding? Is the iPhone 14 literally 1 stub wide? It's basically perfect. You can see here there's like a tiny little gap. There might be the perfect piece to fill that. There's 2 types of Erlings here. The one I'm after is this, and the reason why is because the stud, as you can see, sticks out just a little bit more than that piece there. So if we just replace this here, dude, it is a perfect fit, let's go. Personally, I think blue kind of fits a hologram vibe, so I'm gonna grab a couple of these, and then I could just build 2 of these. Okay, well that's almost perfect. So now if I could just grab this little slope like that, and now it fits your phone. All we gotta do is figure out how to make this hinge like this. I think I'm just gonna quickly reverse this screen. I'm trying to like dance around these pieces to make it not bulky, but then this will be way easier. So we'll put these little clip pieces on this way, and then on here, we'll simply install these little hinges. And then we'll just take this and simply snap that in like that. Now we want to hinge it up. It hinges like that. We can watch our hologram. The coolest part about this, you guys, is on these little areas right here. What we had done is just left that open, but what we can do is just add a couple of these, and that will kind of counteract the angle. Okay, so I finally finished designing the iPhone one. So as you can see here, this thing swings up like this, and you put it at like a 45-degree angle, and then you can look at your holograms like this. As you can see, it's pretty nice. It fits on your phone. It's actually really comfortable to hold, because I added like these pieces on the side. All you gotta do is just turn it on, and you can see your hologram through there. You can even do the same thing with the contrast as before. Put this in the background, and then you can see it way better. But dang, that is super cool. And it works really well. You know, you can see it, you can see behind it. It's just a little portable hologram. You can put it on your phone. I'd say this one works super well. The animations are working out really good for this, and they look super cool. This was pretty dope, so I'd give it like a 10 out of 10, just because you can see it, and it's so portable and easy. It's just literally a basic hologram, and you can see it really well. This one's pretty cool, but I have an idea for another one that's gonna be cooler. Before that though, I've teamed up with this video sponsor, Krazy Kai's Bricklink store, for something really cool. If you guys don't know Krazy Kai's, they're a Bricklink store that sells new and used Lego parts. They have a variation of different colors and pieces, so if you're trying to build up your Lego collection, or you're running out of a color of a certain piece, you can check out the Bricklink store and see what they have in stock. But personally, the reasons I like them is because they ship fast, and they have really great customer service. And here's the cool part. The next 100 of you that order over $20 of parts from Krazy Kai's Bricklink store will get a signed 2x4 brick with your order. All you have to do is leave the note, "I love brick science" at checkout, and make sure your order is over $20 worth of parts. But I only signed 100 of these 2x4 bricks, so make sure you get your order in soon. If you guys wanna check out Krazy Kai's, click the first link down in the description. You can get one of these limited edition, it's limited now, 2x4 bricks. Huge thanks to Krazy Kai's for sponsoring this video. They're super awesome. Again, there's only 100 of these available, so get your order in soon. And back to the video. The next thing I wanna do is actually build one for your iPad that's like a hologram table. We're gonna build a box, we're gonna have an iPad slide through, and then on top we're gonna have a black backdrop and a foldable screen that we can actually angle to our liking. We need to get a scale for this thing, so I'm gonna build up a base. So I have some base plates up here, and I think blue would work good. And for the colors for this thing, I'm gonna go with black and blue. Maybe some gray highlights too. Luckily in these new drawers over here, we have a ton of parts to choose from. So let's go with some 2x4s. And let's grab our detail pieces in blue. All right, now that we got the wall basically built up, I'm gonna add some details on the sides using some of these clear pieces. I'm gonna build some cool technological looking pillars to go on the sides, and hopefully that'll give it more detail, I guess. On these, we can just add these cool detail pieces and see how that looks, I guess. I typically don't like to add too many detail pieces because then when I inevitably end up taking it apart, I have like a ton of drawers to get out and a ton of pieces to remember where they go. So that's why I keep it pretty basic with most stuff, but then like there's stuff that kind of has to be detailed. Okay, now we put these on here like that, like 3 away from the outside. And then we take these things and we put them on the outsides. So I'm gonna finish detailing this, and then I'm gonna build a simple little thing that comes up in here so I can slide the iPad in. All right, now we got these guidelines in here and all the details ready. We need to add tiles on top of it so our iPad can actually slide in and out. And then we need to remove, there's this camera bump here, so we need to remove probably these 2 pieces. Wow. Ooh. Wow. I didn't lock that down yet, and that really hurt. All right, so now we just need another black layer, and then we can cover up the top and then add the screen. Yeah. Okay, just like that. And you can still charge it through the back and stuff. I was gonna add an on button, but as you can see, the on button's right there, so it's very simple to just turn on and off. So, now we get to just make a ring around the thing. Now to add the hinges. Let's take out this piece on each side, and let's just replace it with a Technic brick. So we'll add 2 of these together, and then for the actual hinge, we're gonna use these friction pins because we don't want frictionless pins. We want to have as much stability as possible. Put those both on there, and now we can put these back on our system. And now we get to build the screen. We'll just grab some of these Technic bricks, add a pin in each of those, and then look how pretty that is, you guys. And now it spins, which is exactly what we need. Okay, now this goes right here. And as you can see, if we just clip this in, now this thing angles and folds. On the back here, I'm gonna add one more thing, but now this thing is done, and all we gotta do is load up some holograms and check them out. All right, guys, so we finally finished it. Here, as you can see, we have the hologram projector table. As you can see, it has this little thing in the back that flips up if you need a little more contrast. And this thing is the screen. It just folds up. You can actually angle it so it works better for you. You take the video, which I uploaded, link in the description. There's a video if you want to try any of these holograms. They're all in a 3-minute video. You can watch through the holograms. Now we have it all set up, and this thing is ready to go. And you might be able to see it already. When you turn this on, like this, you can see it better. Check it out. As you can see, we have the hologram in there, and that is that doesn't exist. Okay, that's not real. That's a hologram. As you can see, it's not back there, but it makes it look like it is. So if you're just walking by or whatever, you're like, whoa, what is that? As you can see, if we play this, we can play it, and we have a working LEGO hologram. This is TD Bricks, as you can see. I made a bunch of these, but this one is pretty cool. And as you can tell, it works without this. It's easier to see. It's like a contrast thing. Definitely a lot easier to see with that. This one's like a TD Bricks, and it's got like a banner around it. It looks super cool, especially with this backdrop here. Check that out. So yeah, you can see it. It's not there actually in real life, but as you can see, it's just reflecting the reflections. We put it upside down. You want to make sure you put whatever you do upside down. We got sacred bricks waving. It looks super realistic, like from back here. You can totally see it, and you're like, what the heck is that? But like, it's just a floating minifigure, guys. A hologram that works, completely built out of Lego. And you can do this with any Lego clear piece. Just put it at like a 45-degree angle from your phone and it'll work. Here you can see we have a creeper. This one's cool because it's actually like realistic looking. Best thing though is just going behind it and trying to like pick it up and realizing it's not there. Honestly, I think this thing turned out really, really good, especially with the other ones. They all turned out really good, except for the micro one. That one kind of sucked, but it just looks so cool. And the fact that you can actually see it, and it, you know, even without this thing, you can see it. That makes it like 10 times cooler. That one is sick. So that's a hologram table. It works really well, and it's really easy. You just fold it to put it away. Fold this down, fold this thing down or whatever. I'm gonna give this build a 10 out of 10 because it turned out really, really good. It just reflects all the colors except for black, so you wanna have a black screen behind whatever you want to rotate or whatever. Guys, comment down below what you would rate these LEGO hologram devices. And also, if you have any other ideas for videos, check out the video popping up because that is all the holograms if you wanna try this out yourself. And huge thanks for watching. See ya.